Forget about individual opinions. What's the score say?
Do you respond to haters when they post on your? You do?
Not always. I mean, right now, the sheer volume between text messages, social, email that I'm getting is unsustainable, even if I did it for 18 hours a day. But I'm I had 30-minute coffee this morning with a gentleman who I wouldn't call him a hater, but was aggressively pushing back against me on social. And we had a lovely conversation about like marketing and how we see it differently. I get a lot of value. I mean, look, there's people that are making up stuff. The kid that wrote the article today about me in the sports card world made up stuff because I posted a photo of a box of cards yesterday, which I did for my friend that runs StockX, Josh, as a friendly gesture. He's turned it into this highly like hidden compensate. I mean, people are delusional.
Right.
So that I don't get a lot of value out of. Lying or mean hate. If somebody, haters that pick on women and use sexual, you're not gonna, there's no engagement there. People that are like, Gary, you're a charlatan, like you're full of shit. What have you ever done? I'm comfortable jumping in and be like, hey, I understand you may not like the Instagram videos or I might come across too aggressive, but like on that point of what have I ever done? I do think there should be a discussion of like, I've built 2 massive businesses. Like, and to that point, that might be a framework to a conversation. If the reply to you is like, fuck you, bitch, then I'm like, okay, this needs to move on. If they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I didn't realize that. Then I'll come back and be like, hey, what about you? Like, what do you do? Like, I'm very capable of dealing with negativity because I come at it from compassion and empathy. They don't know me.
Right.
Everybody in this room doesn't know me. And I know these 3 hang out with me a lot and have a lot of access to me. They don't fully know me. Who knows you? So when people are casting judgment, like, this is why I don't take compliments high either.
That's hard. That is really, you have to train yourself to do that.
Well, this is why, I look at like, there's a couple things that people really struggle with. If you're attractive as a guy or gal, inevitably you're in trouble because you grew up in a life where people told you were attractive and you took that in. If you had high success in school, if you had high success in sport, by not being an attractive scholar or athlete, I had none of those over things. And so what actually gave me reinforcement was the end market. Nobody complimented me except the results of my little businesses. So I became market driven, not people's opinions driven. My friends got it. Yeah. That's what I've self-analyzed. So that's what I'm looking for everybody else to do. Forget about individual opinions. What's the score say? Do people I always tell people, do the people that know you best like you? See, my thing is there's so many people out there that are admired, but if you look carefully, their inner circle's garbage.
That's sad.
Well, that's a lot of people that people think are awesome. Like a lot of people that get exposed later in the news, like bad shit, Me Too, fraud, to go to jail. If you look carefully, you can be like, why don't they have an inner circle? Why aren't there people there for a long time?
That's creepy.
Like, I'm like, why do I have people around me forever? Like it's not super complicated. Like people get confused. And then the reverse. So to me, I'd rather the people that know me the best admire me the most, and the people that don't know me at all and are insecure and upset with themselves hate me the most.
Absolutely.